Small brief session on how to score 140 plus. How much is the cutoff coming in the APSC Prelims examination? We don't have any official information, but still, those who, based on the experience of those who qualified earlier, most of the students who are able to get 125 plus in the GS paper, they used to qualify after qualifying the CSAT paper. Definitely. And I cannot tell you that by sitting half an hour in the class, how to score 140 plus, instantly you will score 140 plus. You need to study according to that method. Now to understand how to score this much marks, that is the desirable goal for all of us. How to score that, to understand that we should be able to understand how APSC was conducting the examination in the previous years. Then we will make a brief analysis on how was the previous paper. Then I will come into what you have to do for scoring 140 plus. If you are looking into the 2021 question paper, you can see them. I want to show you that you can understand that which area you have to focus from each subject. Looking into Indian history and Assam history, you can see that from ancient Indian history, only one question was there. Medieval Indian history, 0 question. In 2021, I am telling 8 questions came from modern Indian history. Not only this year, if you are looking every year, almost the same pattern is there. From modern Indian history, starting from the arrival of Vasco da Gama up to the independence of India, APSC mainly focuses on major incidents. Quit India movement. Last year there was a question. Aruna Asif Ali is associated with which movement? Quit India movement. Then one of the strong leaders of Quit India movement was Aruna Asif Ali, Achyut Patwardhan, Minu Masani, Usha Mehta, and these people had given underground leadership for Quit India movement when Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, Maulana Azad, the top leaders went to jail. When Quit India movement was launched, instantly British East India, British authorities, British government authorities arrested the top leaders. Then the second level leaders, they were exactly the leaders of another group known as Congress Socialist Party. Ram Manohar Lohia, Aruna Asif Ali, and Usha Mehta, Minu Masani, Achyuta Patwardhan, they had given underground leadership for Quit India movement. And if you study Quit India movement, Aruna Asif Ali's name is one of the most familiar to any students who are studying for the modern Indian history. That type of questions. Civil disobedience movement, the Bengal partition movement, anti-Bengal partition movement, that is known as the Vande Mataram movement or Swadeshi movement. Such major incidents APSC used to ask the questions from modern Indian history. Then you have to focus on modern Indian history. You have to emphasize more on modern Indian history than ancient and medieval. I'm not telling that next year they will not ask questions from ancient and medieval, but we can analyze. We can have a short strategy by looking into the previous year questions. Coming to Assam history, 9 questions more than Indian history. They have asked Assam history questions. They have asked that who is known as the father of Assamese prose. Then many novels they have asked who is the author. Especially if there is any literature which was in news recently, which was in controversy, question used to come from that particular literature as well. Then you need to focus on major novels and major story books, major writers of Assam and their books you have to make. What I'm telling is that how to score 140 plus. Going home, you have to do this activity. Make a list of major writers of Assam, their major published books, and learn it. As I told that otherwise by sitting for half an hour, how to score 140 and everybody is happy, I will score 140. That is not possible practically. Now, the last one is that Northeast culture. Some years they have asked certain questions regarding the dance forms of Arunachal Pradesh. Dance forms of, there was a question recently regarding the Apatani tribe. You might know that tribe, they have a the ladies have a cutting on the nose. It is a tribe in Arunachal Pradesh. Now, Northeast culture, Northeast dance forms, Northeast festivals, and Hornbill festival, and same other some Manipuri festivals. Then some questions related to Northeastern cultural forms, festivals, and food habits, dressing habits they have asked. In some years, 2021, there was no question. Now, you got an idea regarding the Assam, how to deal with the Assam history, how to deal with the Indian history, and how to deal with the Assam literature and the Northeastern cultural and all cultural forms in Northeastern part. You can make a list of those things and famous personalities associated with that cultural forms and dance forms, and which state it belongs to mainly, and which tribe it belongs to if possible, and those are the major things we need to study. Coming into second portion, history 2018. Same thing you can see, ancient India, 1 question. Medieval India, 0 questions. Modern India, again 5 questions. Still, the highest was modern India. 3 questions from Assam history, but 11 questions from Assam literature. Mainly, they have asked the books and authors. This novel, who authored it, and this award, who got it. That type of literature are most of the literature questions. 11 questions came from literature. Same as I told, the Northeast, other than Assam, other Northeastern states culture, 5 questions came. This is how to tackle that particular area: history, Assam literature, and Assam and Northeastern culture. Coming into the next, polity. Definitely, polity is one of the easiest portions you can score high marks. In 2021, see, 10 questions came from Indian polity and 4 questions came from Assam polity. All the 4 questions of Assam polity were the recent current events in the Assam polity. Some laws passed, acts passed by Assam government, some new schemes launched by Assam government, and some whatever new initiatives taken by the Assam government was there in the Assam polity section. That were the questions. Then if you study, and all, not the entire constitution also, I can tell you that if you focus on few chapters, preamble of Indian constitution and fundamental rights of Indian constitution, citizenship chapter of Indian constitution, union and states chapter of Indian constitution, directive principles of the state policy, fundamental duties, parliament of India, state legislative assembly with special focus on Assam state legislative assembly, president, governor, panchayats, municipalities done for APSC. But for UPSC, many other chapters have to be included. And that is the polity. Assam polity mostly focus on the current schemes and current laws passed by the Assam State Legislative Assembly and the Assam government. Coming into polity in 2018, 13 questions were there from the Indian polity. Almost all questions were from constitution, especially the chapters I told you now. And from Assam polity, 2 questions were there. Out of that, 1 question was current affairs. Another question was from the Assam Panchayat law. Then earlier asked was 1980 something Assam Panchayat law, and from there 1 question was there. Coming into the Indian geography, comparatively less questions are coming. Most of the questions coming are factual questions. Indian geography, 3 questions, 1 question every year, 2021 also, 18 also, 1 question related to river system of India. And the physical geography, very less questions are coming, and only Indian geography, India's physical geography, the theories of physical geography, very less questions are coming. Indian physical geography, world geography, Assam geography. Then from Assam geography, 3 questions came. Northeast geography, other than Assam, 0 questions came. World geography, 4 questions came. And these are the world geography means that some non-facts, which is the largest landlocked nation in the world. There was a question, which is our country. The largest landlocked, that is all the sides land is there, no open to sea, no border with the sea. The largest landlocked country in the world is Kazakhstan in Central Asia. That type of very non-GK facts were coming from the geography, world geography portion. Next one, Geography 2018 again, Indian geography only 1 question, Assam geography 2 question, Northeast geography outside Assam 2 questions, and world geography 1 question. But still, you don't ignore the geography, and this year they might increase the number of questions. You have to be prepared for everything. But my point here is that by analyzing, whenever you analyze in 2 years, you can see a trend is there. Yes or not? If geography is less for 18 also less, 21 also less. Ancient India is less, 18 also less, 21 also less. Medieval India 0, 18 also 0, 21 also 0. Modern India more questions for 18 and 21 more questions. Polity more 10 and 13 more questions for, and both the years. Same way next is the presently going economy. Never ignore economy. 18 questions in 2018. All of them were conventional, not current affairs. UPSC mostly asked the current affairs of Indian economy, but APSC directly asked the direct conventional question: who calculates GDP? From Assam economy, there is not much. Assam government schemes are coming in polity. Assam government acts, parliament, Assam state legislative assembly acts are coming in the polity. Now only some industries in Assam, natural resources in Assam, that will come in geography also. Anyway, we'll discuss in something in polity as well, as in economy as well. Very less. I have also included the material, very less pages on Assam economy. That will be more than sufficient. 2018, they have asked no question from Indian economy. 2021 economy, Indian economy 6 questions, and Assam economy 2 questions were there in 2021. Only in economy I have seen a big fluctuation. 18 questions, 21, 6 questions. Next one, other subjects. Science and technology. Most of the science and technology questions you can answer if you study the NCERT book, some 6 to 10. Very less question. UPSC focuses more on current technologies, blockchain technology, and current technology. APSC is focusing more on the conventional science. What is the force in the functioning of a washing machine? And in winter season, you might have seen that sometimes the wooden doors you are unable to open. What is the scientific reason for that? What is the name of that phenomena? That type of whatever you can see around you. That type of questions they are asking. Then whenever you experience something, you have to think what is the science behind that for APSC preparation. And environment, 2021, 12 questions were there. Why? In previous years, near to 0 questions came from environment. 1 question, 2 questions, because it was in 2021 APSC adopted the new syllabus of UPSC. In the syllabus of UPSC, environment is there. In the previous syllabus, environment was not there. Then this year also you can expect 10 to 12 questions of environment. Most of the questions are related to, again, national parks, biosphere reserves, and especially you can see that inside these 2-3 questions were from Assam environment. Kaziranga National Park was there in 1 question, and which of the following national parks in India has been recognized by UNESCO World Heritage Site was a question. Kaziranga was the answer. Same way, and these 12 questions mostly, there were the factual questions regarding the species, regarding the pollution, and regarding, that is the one word answer question. Which national park, or this in Kaziranga National Park, which of the following species can be found? Only one answer, A, B, C, D, one answer will be correct. That type of questions were coming. Current affairs, 23 questions came in 2021, and that is the one of the highest in APSC. APSC were not asking earlier much current affairs. In 2021-23, how to study current affairs, I will tell you later. GK of Assam. Some facts will be there. For example, how many 3 questions came? The 3 is not missing there. 3 questions came from GK of Assam. GK1, GK of Assam was regarding an footballer from Assam. He was the Indian football team captain in an Olympics football match, and he was the captain of the Indian Olympic football match. I don't remember the year of that. It was 1950 something, 1958 or something. I don't exactly remember. That type of some GK, some well-known persons will be there. They have to be remembered forever. And regarding those persons and well-known incidents, we have to remember forever. Such GK questions, 3 questions came in 2021. Coming into 2018, science, 6 questions came. Environment, I told you that 1 question from 1 to 12 because of the main reason is that environment was not in the syllabus earlier. Now it has been included as a part of clear-cut syllabus. Current affairs, 12 current affairs were there and GK world was there. Now, by analyzing this question pattern, now we have to see that how to score the 140 in the upcoming examination. If we are going to solve the previous year question, you will score 150, 180, 160. You can score in the upcoming examination. What strategy we have to adopt to score the 140 plus? One thing, for conventional portions, Indian polity, Indian economic, geography, you thoroughly study the entire material. There, as I told that, more than ancient and medieval India, give emphasis for modern India. I'm not telling it repeatedly, don't leave ancient and medieval, especially ancient India. Any time question might come from ancient India. More than medieval India, ancient has a potential to come as a question. And hence, you have to make a strategy based on this analysis and study thoroughly the material provided. Now, this 28, here you can see current affairs was 12. Last year, current affairs was 23. These 23 current affairs questions and the GK questions, how we can tackle. I'm giving you 12 tips today. These tips, definitely listening simply the tips and leaving is not the task. You have to prepare. Going into Google, you have to make a study on important persons in news from India in 2022. Make a list. News 2022. Important persons in news from India in 2022. You can make a list starting from December, November. You can send me the list also if I want to shortlist your list, and I will send you back after removing unnecessary thing, whatever exactly you have to learn. Again, very most importantly, important persons in news from Assam in 2022. Then this portion, these 2 steps you can make and make a list for your preparation. Second one is why I'm telling that last year, 2021, there was a question regarding Bipin Rawat. He was the first chief of defense staff and he died in a helicopter crash in Tamil Nadu. And there was another person, and Karabi Gagoi. She was an Indian naval officer appointed in Moscow as a security attaché of Indian Navy in Indian Embassy in Moscow. First time in the history of Indian defense staff, a woman staff was appointed with a foreign assignment. That type of important persons from India, important persons in news from Assam 2022, 100% all the important persons you should study. Second thing, important events in news. Last year, one of the most important event was COVID-19. Similarly, all the most important events happened in India and the world in 2022. Regarding COVID-19, 2 questions came last year. Plasma therapy was 1 question. Regarding Serum Institute of Technology, the largest producer of vaccines in the world was India's Serum Institute of Technology. There was a question. Next one, regarding Assam also. If there is any major event in the state of Assam, we need to study those events. Again, important events in India, as I told, last year, 2 years back, Babari Masjid and Ram Mandir case verdict was there. A question came regarding that in 2021. The question was that the case taken by Supreme Court of India on Babari Masjid and Ram Mandir verdict came on appeal from which High Court in India? Definitely, you know that Babari Masjid and the Ram Mandir dispute is in Uttar Pradesh state. Then High Court will be Allahabad High Court in Uttar Pradesh. Same way, you might have seen that American in US, the police killed a black person, and one police officer, and by putting his knee on the neck of a black person, he was killed in public. Question came, what is the name of this person? George Floyd was the name of that person. I'm telling the examples. This type of internationally attentive incidents are important. If you are searching again in Google, Major international events in 2022. You can get the world events. Major events in events in India in 2022. You can get the Indian events. Major events in Assam in 2022. You can get the list of the events. Next one, important dates of 2022. And last year, the date came was the on which date Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the largest free vaccination drive in the world. It was in India, obviously. India has one of the largest population. China does not give free. Then China has more population than India, but the largest free vaccination drive was in India. Same way, I have given you two shortlisted dates this time. On which date the world population crossed the 8 billion, on which date Draupadi Murmu and so has taken oath as the first tribal woman president of India. Again, and as I told earlier, on which date the Russia-Ukraine war started. Sometimes on which date, I don't know if this year or that date, and the power of Taliban was re-established in Afghanistan, or the democratic government of Afghanistan was thrown out by Taliban. That type of international events might come. Awards 2022. Indian awards, and the awards, if any big award is achieved by any person from Assam, that might come, and Indian awards. And in the awards, sometimes some international awards, Nobel Prize, normally used to come in the APSC Prelims examination. Different Nobel Prize who got it. You can at least remember the name of the person and what was his experiment in which field, whether physics, chemistry, and whatever field, and the peace, literature, whatever field, they got the Nobel Prize. Then the first four, first is persons in news, events in news, and important dates of 2022, awards of 2022. Next one, and this award, regarding the award, last year they asked a question on an Swachh Saurakshan award. It was given to Jorhat city and in Assam. Then it was an award given to an Assam. Nobel Prize, last year question came regarding the Nobel Prize. Next one, international remarkable achievements. If a country is making any highly remarkable achievement in the world, then that might come in the examination. Last year, first time an Arab nation had sent a mission to Mars. India had a mission to Mars in 2013, Mangalyaan. First time a country from Arab region had sent a mission to Mars, and question came, which of the following country recently sent a successful mission to Mars? United Arab Emirates was the answer. Same way, United Arab Emirates, why it came in the question, it is one of the most friendly nations of India, and even rejecting the opposition from Pakistan, United Arab Nations and United Arab State, UAE, United Arab Emirates, had invited India to be a part of the OIC summit, which was held in Dubai, Organization of Islamic Countries Summit. India was invited, Pakistan was opposing. Pakistan is a member of that organization. Then India and United Arab Emirates had a good connection. It's a friendly state of India. Then any major achievements from our neighboring states, neighboring countries, or any friendly nation of India, we have to take special focus. Sports, as we discussed this time, we have discussed a lot of sports this time. And sports last year, the exact question came was that where the next World Cup Football 2022 is going to happen. Qatar was the answer. And a famous basketball player, American basketball player, Kobe Bryant something, and he passed away. Then it was also a question, who was the famous basketball player who died recently, passed away recently? Pele passed away recently. He's a Brazilian footballer. Might come and they might ask either the name of the person or the country of the nation. Next one. And after sports, government schemes, India and Indian government schemes and the Assam government schemes, usually question used to come. And next one, acts of parliament, major acts passed by the Parliament of India and the Assam State Legislative Assembly, and the policies taken by government. Last year, two questions came. One on national education policy, second one on the Farmers Act. The three farm acts, they were in controversy and farmers were protesting, and government of India withdrew those acts. A question came on that particular act. Next one, after acts, Major conflicts in the world in 2022. Last year, a question came on the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict, and they have a border conflict. On that question came. Question was that the border, the area, I don't remember. On this particular area, which of the following two countries have the conflict? Next one, summits or the international conferences. On the 103rd International Science Congress, there was a question last year, and again this year, as I told earlier, we have to take care of the G20 summit. It is going to happen in India, Delhi, G20 summit 2023. Same way, all major international summits and international organizations. Inside your last year, there was a question regarding hand in hand. Hand in hand is a military exercise between India and China. Question was there, which of the following is the bilateral military exercise between India and China held in Beijing in 2020 was the new question, and hand in hand. Same way, Malabar exercise is a military exercise, naval exercise between India, Japan and United States. Same way, because most of the military exercises are happening every year, or at least once in 2 years and 3 years. If you are searching in Google, the major military exercises of India held in 2020, you can get the list, and which country that was. India has a military exercise with Sri Lanka, India has with Bangladesh, China, and India has with US and Japan, the Malabar exercise. All the important military exercises, you have to make a list. And next one, new technologies in the news. Cryptocurrency. Multiple question came last year. Also question came, with which of the following organization the National Women's Commission has made a tie-up for making the security of the women? Facebook was the answer. Then major collaboration between any government organization and technology company. 2 years question came. 1 year answer was Facebook. Another year regarding another collaboration with Google, a question came. Then you have to see all the important technology, how we are using technology, how government is using technology, how the technology functions, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, all modern technologies, the technologies which we are going to use in future. That will be the question. The technology which we are already using, they also know, everybody knows this technology. The technology which is going to come in future in India, then whatever technologies are already, because Facebook recently launched the metaverse. You can simply understand what is that. According to it, is a new world only, and people started purchasing the land already in metaverse. Then what is the metaverse? You have to simply understand that. Sometimes they will directly ask the question, which of the following technology company recently launched the metaverse? Then answer is Facebook. But sometimes they might ask, which of the following is the correct explanation of this one? What is that exactly? Same way, if you search in Google, the recent technological news in 2022, you can get the all important technology related news of 2022. This is the task I am giving. Definitely, this is the first step of scoring 140 plus.